Here is a review side by side of the CrossWaves. This is the OmniForce. This is just the traditional one. This is not the purple one, as you can tell. I got the green. Honestly, I don't know the difference between those two. I've owned one of these for over 10 years. This is my second one because this one had a little part in there that I didn't know if you take it out, water would leak everywhere. So I thought it was broke, donated it, and replaced it. Don't let my mistake be yours. The little doohickey in the bottom here. I think this one, I don't know if they come out to be cleaned, but if they're removed, if you ever have water leaking, I mean, obviously I figured out what happened, but not before it was donated. So all these parts, as you can see, this one is almost all the way back up to full charge. It took about 30% charge off to do. I have a 2,000 square foot home. I did about 1,000 square feet today for the main level, or maybe more. I think it might have been like 1,500, but I didn't do all of it. So it has a ton of battery charge. I don't know what the reviews are for that. They've also improved it, so this isn't a flapping thing. This one pulls out with the little handles, which I'm not gonna do right now. It's got the little doohickey stopper for all the hair. I thought this was a very tiny bucket at first compared, but it is not. It's just well thought out, and this thing is created to have more, like, this one tends to be tippy, like it falls over a lot because of the design. They've definitely improved that with this model. It holds your used brushes so that you can immediately turn out and have this completely clean and ready back to go. Because I'm lazy, had 2 of those, and I'll probably get 2 of those. Like I said, I've owned it for 10 years. I had never used anything more than what I know my family likes. For the first time ever, I'm actually using their stuff, and I'm very surprised at how concentrated and how well it works. I love the smell, and I'm very picky. I have the extras because I bought the kit with the 2 extra rollers, and then 4 extra of these. So I have 2 over here, one, the clean one in there, and the one, I love that it's built in and you can dry it right there. As you can see, they both have trays. To be honest, sometimes it just gets stuck wherever in the house, so it doesn't, unless right after use, you don't need a tray. But yeah, no, I'm totally worth the money. I'm wondering if I'm going to donate this one to someone. But this one had plenty of cord. I had no complaints. I even used it so much I wore off the thing. This is not for somebody who thinks this is lazy and can just throw the same bucket back in. There is maintenance, as in with everything. It's just not emptying the mop bucket or washing the mop head. I still use my spin mop in combination, but I'm actually surprised. Normally I triple mop, and I was able to go through and do this, but I had just mopped, oh God, a couple days ago, like the full clean. I had, like I said, I have a lot of hard floor, and I have a lot of pets. One long hair shedder, Siberian Husky, and then, well, it's winter country here now, so I have to have all these rugs or we're gonna get a lot of snow. Cassie, sorry, cats up on the island. But yeah, that is my review, and I hope it helped you. Definitely do your research. My sister has the Tenneco, so I'm going to go try that one out at her house. I couldn't justify the price tag for an unknown brand, especially, like I said, when I've owned one of these for 10 years and absolutely love it. I do not, like I said, it's not what I rely on for deep cleaning, but I'm actually very surprised. This is meant to be something you can use every day to keep in between cleanings if you are wanting to keep up a very clean home. So if you have children, pets, it did pick up a piece of dog food and it rattled around in there. I had no problems with it, but I would not be regularly using that to pick up stuff like that. That's what a traditional vacuum would be used for. So can be done. Do I recommend it? No. It didn't cause me any problems, but I just don't like the sound of food rattling around in an expensive machine. So, and I didn't use this one to pick up any hard stuff anyways. This one does a halting spin. This one does continuous. That was my biggest thing of going, oh, heck yeah, I love this. Because the halting spin meant that you got like extra deep, but you had to go much slower and people didn't. Therefore, you were just not getting as clean. Whereas this one, the continuous, none of the things to catch dirt. The design, changed that design up, made it much more, like I said, where it's not going to fall over on you constantly. Although that one's sitting on a charging base, so I'm not really worried about that. But this one used to fall over all the time, and people would break it. People broke this part off when I had cleaning ladies that would come in and use it, and I was able to replace it, but it was just a headache I didn't need. So obviously it's not something you want to be banging up or ramming into corners, but you know, so and this one, you know, but that's my review.
Еще одна жидкость. Следующее это вблизи. Вот здесь вот есть такая кнопка. Вот здесь. Просто нажимаешь на эту кнопку. И просто выливать.
battery. Okay, so it's dead now. But I just filled it with water only. And it shows the dirtiness. It's pretty dirty. It's not a battery, but it's great. Love it.
Como me dejó la cocina, la máquina loca, mira, y yo no barrí ni nada, ni trapié, porque ella trapea, aspira y hace todo.